The question that changes everything. If I knew I would die tomorrow, how would I live today? We don't think about death very often. We avoid it. We treat it like an uninvited guest. But in truth, death is the mirror that shows us what truly matters. When you realize that time is limited, everything becomes clearer. What's worth your energy and what's not. Steve Jobs once said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." He added, "Almost everything, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, just falls away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important." And that's what this video is about. Not death itself, but how the awareness of death transforms the way we live. Part 1. What really matters. If you had only 24 hours left to live, would you think about your deadlines, your followers, your money? Or would you think about who you love, what you regret, what you never said? Australian nurse Bronnie Ware spent years caring for people in their final days. She recorded the top 5 regrets of the dying. "I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. I wish I'd expressed my feelings more. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. I wish I had let myself be happier." It's not success or fame or wealth that they think about in the end. It's connection, love, honesty, peace. Even the Lion King captured this truth beautifully. When we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass. So we are all connected in the great circle of life. In the grand cycle of life, nothing is wasted. Every joy, every loss, every goodbye, all are part of something larger. The Stoics had a phrase for this. Memento Mori, remember you will die. Not to be afraid, but to live fully aware. Part 2. Death as a teacher. Death is not the enemy, it's a teacher. A silent one, but the most honest of all. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." When we truly face mortality, we stop pretending. We stop living for approval. We begin to live authentically. Eckhart Tolle once said, "The fear of death drives most of human behavior. But when you accept death fully, you also accept life fully." And Steve Jobs, again, death is very likely the single best invention of life. It clears out the old to make way for the new. It's strange. The more we accept death, the more alive we feel. Just like in Dead Poets Society, Carpe diem, seize the day, boys, make your lives extraordinary. Or in Coco, 2017, where a child learns that the dead only truly disappear when the living stop remembering them. We live on, in the hearts of others, in our kindness, in our creations, in our love. Part 3. If tomorrow were my last day. If I knew that tomorrow would be my last, who would I call? What would I say? Who would I forgive? Who would I thank? Would I spend my last day scrolling, complaining, comparing, or simply being present? When time disappears, ego disappears too. All that remains is truth. The truth that nothing we own really matters. The truth that love, gratitude, and peace are all we ever needed. Rumi once wrote, "Do not grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form." Modern science agrees. Studies at Yale and Stanford on near-death experiences show that people who have come close to dying often return more peaceful, more grateful, and less afraid. In existential psychology, Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor, wrote in Man's Search for Meaning, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Death strips away illusion, and what's left is meaning." Part 4. The Art of Living Before You Die. We can't choose the day we're born. We can't choose the day we die. But we can choose how we live and how we leave. The question isn't, how long will I live? The real question is, will I live deeply? Live so that when you're gone, the world is a little kinder, a little wiser, a little more beautiful, because you were here. Write that message. Say that, "I love you." Forgive someone. Create something that outlives you. Because one day, you'll look back and realize the goal was never to live forever. The goal was to live in a way that forever remembers you. Closing message. We all die. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. Chuck Palahniuk. So if you knew you would die tomorrow, how would you live today?